Exactly 1 year ago today, Chinese authorities reported their first case of a virus which would impact every citizen, country and continent across the planet. As of today, more than 1.8 million people have lost their lives and almost 83 million others have been infected. Globally, the United States, Brazil and India have been the worst affected, but right here in Europe, France, the United Kingdom and Italy have borne the brunt of the pandemic. The first half of 2020 was characterised by anxiety, widespread lockdowns, but there's now hope that viable vaccines will be able to turn the tide. There are now 5 jabs in circulation, with China's Sinopharm being the latest to gain approval by regulators in Beijing on Thursday. But the fight against this insidious disease is far from over. In the United Kingdom, which has seen a soaring level of infections, there's huge strain being placed on the hospital system. Now, 3/4 of the country is back under the highest level of coronavirus restrictions. And Germany, once hailed for its handling of the pandemic, which rolled out inoculations on Sunday, has registered its highest ever daily death toll. Evelyn Laverick begins our coverage.
It's a race between vaccines and the virus. In the UK, within hours of the approval of the Oxford-AstraZeneca jab, millions in England, 3/4 of the population in fact, were told to brace themselves for tougher restrictions as the new virus variant spreads.
We've seen a 40% increase in cases in England in the last week alone, almost 15% more patients in hospital, more than at the peak of the first wave. And yesterday, sadly, we recorded almost 1,000 deaths across the UK for the first time since April.
It means Tier 4 in the main, plus the continued closure of primary schools in high infection rate areas and a staggered return after the holidays by secondary schools in others. Otherwise, it's a stay-at-home warning, a limit on household mixing to 2 people outdoors and the closure of non-essential shops. Germany is unlikely to see a relaxation of restrictions mid-January as hoped for. The country has recorded more than 1,000 deaths in one day for the first time. That figure was likely swollen by delayed reporting, but underlines the severity of the situation.
But the numbers of deaths and infections also show that we are much further away from the normality that we'd like. So in this situation, I don't see how we can return to the pre-lockdown mode.
In Russia, as the rollout of its Sputnik vaccine progresses, those who have been vaccinated will be offered a so-called vaccination passport. Proof or otherwise of having a jab is becoming a global debating point. And to maintain social distancing, New Year's Eve celebrations in Scotland have gone online, with viewers able to see the largest choreographed drone swarm ever seen in the UK. Evelyn Laverick, Euronews.